Welcome to the MercyRock Kids Talent Podcast, where we help you as parents to discover your children's talents early and possibly even their careers too. I am Professus King, aka the R10 lawyer, and today we are going to look at the first way to discover your child's talent early, and that way is called observation. Our objective is to discuss 2 ways you can observe your child to help discover their talent. However, first we'll begin with a story. One day, many decades ago, there was a young girl who loves to do makeup. Daily, the fragrance of her mother's presence calls the young girl to her mum. As the child draws closer, the essences of her mother's aura perfumes the girl's lungs with joy. It draws her closer still. As the girl does so, the natural woven breeze, which is her mother's hair, playfully brushes against the young girl's face. Now enchanted, the girl pulls open her mother's hair to the side. It lets out the light that is her mother's face. It's made of soft magnolia light. The girl reaches out and touches it. It ripples, and just like that, she falls in love with beauty. And beauty did love her too, showing the young girl how to moisturize the pastures of any woman's skin into an art that Da Vinci himself could never paint. And beauty did tell her things too, teaching her the secrets of how to blush the cheeks of any woman with a cherubic finish. And beauty did honor her too, blessing her with the gift to shape any woman's hair into a fragrant mane of elegance. So with her mother as her favorite canvas, she paints the faces of her sister, friends, and family members. "Stop fiddling with other people's faces," her father says. But the 8-year-old girl replies to herself, "Before I am finished, I will set, I'm certain, the world's record for face touching." So, fast forward to when this girl meets the only other person in her family who also loves touching faces, her uncle. He's a skin specialist, caramelizing the average woman's skin into a heavenly canvas with his creams. He creates a laboratory in the stable behind the young girl's home. Now, every day after school, this young girl runs back home, where she watches her uncle blending cosmetic dreams and ingredients on the stove. Each element he applies moisturizes her heart with a future, a vision of a destiny in beauty. Time applies the foundation of years. The girl, now 40 years old, founds the beauty company which will make her name great. This company still feeds her family to this day, and her name is Estée Lauder. This story hits you with the first method of observation. This is when your child is directly engaging the talent that will take them to the stars of excellence. That is the method we all wish that we could use to identify a child's talent. It's Warren Buffett investing in his first stock at 11. It's Jane Austen writing her first stories by 12 years old. It's Tiger Woods picking up his first golf club at 18 months old. And it's Ingvar Kamprad, the IKEA founder, buying and selling matches to his neighbors, age 5, then buying and selling seeds and Christmas cards by age 10, then at 17 years old, launching IKEA. Right, rewind to Estée's story. We see her doing makeup throughout her childhood, often with crazy zeal. One parent actively encourages it by letting her fiddle with her face. The other is skeptical, misdiagnosing it as the product of ill manners. I'll touch on that another time. Now, as you and I know, children always engage obsessively in any activity. Then, after they've chewed that gum and the flavor has worn off, they move on to the next thing. So the question is your child engaging in the activity or talent for a season, or is it their destiny? So this brings us to the second method that observation can be used to find your child's talent. It needs more skill and nuance, but the results are certified because it requires you to first look at your child whilst they're doing something, and second, translate what you're seeing into an area of their field or potential talent. For example, traveling back to Estée's story, she's at her uncle's Willy Wonka lab. She starts to see and engage with the mixing of chemicals. So this is about the science needed to make the cosmetics. So an entirely feasible interpretation for a parent to make would be that Estée could become a great scientist, maybe a pharmacologist or a chemist. Today, if Estée was your daughter, as she grows up, you could encourage her to pursue science subjects at school, right? Think about it. The risk is low because if she eventually decides to become a scientist, she would have the qualifications and understanding to open doors to that career. On the other hand, if she opts against science but maintains a love of the beauty industry, she'll blow past most rivals in that field because she knows both the beauty and the science to make it, whereas her rivals would need to rely on scientists with barely any flair for the aesthetic side of the game. So Estée would be differentiated by her ability to do both, which is what actually happened. So parents, your task here is translation. Observe your child's interests and interpret them into the possible options of a profession, calling, or industry. Your child will engage with those things with hardly any understanding of the range of possibilities. But the circumference of your knowledge of careers and your ability to interpret your child's talents into them is why you currently might have a better sense for their potential field of excellence than them. And this is why the parents of many greats are often able to place their child in the right area of their gifting, giving them years of practice on their peers to become special earlier than others. This podcast is for parents who want to help their children discover their talents early and excel now. No one else. And the main mischief you need to solve with the observation method is 1. Whether your child is engaging in something for fun, or 2. As a sense of their future talent and field. This takes perception, reflection, and the willingness to explore multiple options in identifying your child's correct talent and field. You have the best chance, as no one knows your child better than you. There are multiple ways to find your child's gift and field. I'm just giving you the techniques as clay. Then you must shape it according to the knowledge of your child and particular situation. Right, that's it from me. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff so that I'll know you want more. Till next week, this is Professus King, aka the R10 Lawyer, out.